a woman. Obviously, he's a biological man, transitioned, right? You know the American problem. They're just not good with what God gave them. Hey, like, why do they want to change everything? Americans.
God's country, but not living like it.
Hey yo, what's happening? And welcome to another episode of the Media Meltdown. My name is Benson Strax, aka the Big Fish, aka I'm Chepula. It's been a while, but we back. We've had a lot to do, and you guys know I don't roll alone. Hamba no madlamini. We knew.
Hi, what's up, you guys? It's your girl B, and I am back by popular demand. It's been a while, ne?
It's been a while.
Yeah,
and then
it's been a while.
over there, in the background, we got the big boy Shadow. What's happening, Big Shad? Is everything going well, Cuzzy? It's been a while.
Yeah, we out here.
And
We're
we
out
back.
here, we're out
We're
here.
back.
To get
Cameras are
cancelled.
rolling. Yeah, sounds on. We up.
No, that's dope. That's dope. Guys, it's been a while. We've had a few things to do, but I think like we're not gonna explain anymore. Like if we post, we post. If we don't, it's because
We
the 9 to
don't.
5, has got us.
Yeah, man, we can't be struggling artists, you know. We can't be the typical Durbanites.
Yep. Yeah. Cancellation. But yeah, man, let's get straight into it, man.
Yeah.
It's
It's the order of the day.
It's the order of the
Benson.
day, I think obviously everyone knows where to find us. It's gonna pop up here, TMM_ZA on this and that, and the Media Meltdown. Guys, all the info is here, But I want to get started, man. Bianca, it's been a while. Like I said, we've got a couple of things cooking, and one of those things is obviously the event that we're gonna be doing. Can't wait.
Can't wait for that, guys. We are bringing vibes. We want to meet all our subscribers, and we've also teamed up with Naizolo Events. If you remember, we had Usbahle on the podcast. I think
Yeah.
the last episode that we had somebody on.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Usbahle. And so we've teamed up with her and Teabag. Then myself, Chad, and Benson, we're all doing this event so that we can meet you, but also meet your friends, have a good time, and just get you ready for whatever party you are going to. So
Yeah.
expect very chilled vibes, expect rooftop setting with waves gushing in the background, proper lighting for your pictures. We're going to
Yeah.
have a cool photo op, amazing photographer that's going to be there just to capture all the moments, and the DJ lineup I'm really excited about.
Oh, man.
It's definitely nothing that you are going to find at any club in Durban right now. So
Exactly.
it's definitely something that you want to
Yeah,
come through
yeah.
to.
And how do you pronounce it? Fete. It's called Fete. The event itself is called Fete. Fete Sessions. And guys, like
It's
Bianca,
fate.
it's Fete.
We just cleared this up outside.
I don't know. Like for me, like, hey guys, we picked like a French Italian name.
Yeah, but it's fate. So when I was thinking it's like fete or feet, I was saying feet the whole time, and then we had to call Usbahle and be like, "Bruh, how do you pronounce this thing?"
Bro.
Then she said it.
Bro.
Then I was like, "Nah, still let me go on to Google because it doesn't sound right." You can go on to Google, and that Google lady said fate.
Yeah, Fete.
Fete.
So ladies and gentlemen, come through Fete Sessions. It's going to be going down. It's going to be super lit, like Bianca has already said to you guys. It's going to be a vibe. Just pull through. Come join us. It's our very first one. And we'll definitely be having more either not once a month, every second to third month.
Third or fourth, even maybe.
I don't know why they want to do third or fourth, but anyway.
Because we want to produce quality, dog.
Dog, the quality is there.
That's the reason why even with the episodes here, like we stalled because we want quality.
But
we could compromise and go elsewhere and like shoot somewhere else or shoot quickly like
But
during
I've got everything on lock, man. Like I've already got the next venue. I'm in talks with them already. And obviously different scenario, hotel vibes. So that's what we're trying to do for the next one. But we're not going to give away too much, guys. Just join us on the 31st of August, Buffet to 2024. Fete Sessions. It's going to be super dope, Buffet. So if you're in the South Coast, if you're in Durban, pull in. It's going to be a vibe. But let's get into more controversial stuff, man. The Olympics. What was going on there, guys?
I'm surprised you guys are watching.
You know what? Like,
Like I can't imagine. Oh, but I can imagine you sitting and actually watching because you're the sports guy. We had
Yeah.
Sports Shack.
Yeah. I was actually speaking to Chad. I was speaking to Chad today about starting a a sports podcast, and he's like, "My man, I don't have time for that."
When? Like, what is he even thinking? Like, where's the time coming from for a
That's
sports
the thing. It's the time.
podcast?
It's the time. But yeah, man. So the Olympics, they've had some crazy stuff happening, from the opening ceremony to the closing ceremony, to a female fighting a biological male and quitting in 46 seconds of the fight, and she was like, I've never been hit that hard in my life. To the closing ceremony as well, you know, being based around like fallen angels and stuff like that, which is obviously, you know, your Lucifers and so on and so forth. So the Olympics have had a lot of controversy. The chick that was breakdancing as well, absolutely
What's
crazy.
the story there? What's the
Okay.
story with the chick that was breakdancing? I don't
This
get
chick
that one.
must have pulled off the biggest coup in sports history.
Why? What
Right?
happened?
So basically, she's Australian.
Yeah.
She comes through Olympics. She's qualified, and everything is looking amazing. She's in there getting interviewed prior to the Olympics till the day of performance. Oh man, I wish I could stand up and show you those moves. But like as usual, the clip pops up. So basically, she came through as a representative of Australia, and what happened is she had an awful showing. Like for the level of breakdance you expect
At the Olympics.
exactly,
Yeah.
you know. So she's literally beginner. Like when I say beginner, she can't even spin on her head. And for a
Damn.
breakdancer, you should be able to spin on your head.
At least. Yeah.
But so there's a lot of controversy around it as well. The fact that so now things have come out, things like she and her, there wasn't an association in Australia for breakdancing. So she opened it with her husband.
Oh.
Her husband was the coach and the selector.
How?
Right? And you saw that video of that chick breakdancing,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So the chick that you see in that clip is the chick that, well, a chick that's pretty good at it.
Yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
Yeah. So like for me, a lot of like things have come out of this. So apparently, as she opened the association, her husband was selected her. Some talented people were left behind, you know. But I look at it from this perspective, B. Right? I'm saying if the Olympics keep breakdancing, because now there's a whole like thing around should even breakdance be a part of the Olympics. It's more of a dance thing. It should be part of like a dance competition.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, you know, with all this controversy, I think like Australian breakdancers, what they need to do now is pivot from this. There's a lot of controversy around breakdancing now in Australia. It also like says the government or whoever is involved with arts and culture, that side needs to pay more focus, you know, on the thing. But like at the end of the day, for her to be able to go through like that just tells us a lot about the Olympics. But the question is, are the Olympics worth boycotting with all the satanic stuff that's been coming up? You know, so they had the Last Supper with drag
I
queens.
saw that. Yeah.
They had the white horse that symbolizes some other stuff that I'm not going to repeat here. I don't like bad karma.
But they said that it wasn't a depiction of the Last Supper. It was something else.
Yeah, they
which
can-
looks very similar to the Last Supper.
It was a Greek something.
Yes, yes.
But what happens is, I think those excuses come from PR. You know what I mean? Eventually, you know,
You're right, because even with me, when I was thinking about it, I was like, as a public relations officer, whoever was in charge of that whole thing, before they put it out, surely you would have thought, ukuthi, people will assume that it's the Last Supper.
exactly.
If people didn't complain about it, would they have said, guys, this is not the Last Supper, by the way, we're just letting y'all know that this is. But now, because people are complaining, now suddenly you have an excuse. It's the same thing that happened with Balenciaga. It's the same thing
Yep.
that happens with Zara and H&M and all these brands when they are called out for racist advertising. It's like,
Yeah.
kwenzakalani?
And that's the crazy thing is it's just you look at the organization, the Olympics, you know, you're expecting a well-run event, a lot of research being done, and I just feel like because of the stature of the Olympics, I feel like most of the stuff was deliberate. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
there's no ways you can put 4 years into preparing for something and you come out with something like that. You know what I mean? So the question is like, do the Olympics even hold any more significance after this? Because we live in a very sensitive world.
For me, sorry, but yeah, for me, they've never really held significance, because how many people do we know of that are so successful now because they were at the Olympics?
But that's the thing. Like it's such a
I get what you're saying.
high ranking event. Yeah.
event.
So like for me, you expect it to be like one of those things that are hard to get to, you know. You know, we know a few musicians personally and so on, you know, but like when it comes to the Olympics, you have to be the best of the best, you know. But like, yeah, for me, I'll give the Olympics another chance, you know. Hopefully at the next ones, because listen, a lot of people also gain positivity from the Olympics, you know.
Yeah.
Like our South African Tatiana, oh man, she killed it.
Who's Tatiana? I know about Simbine.
You don't know Tatiana. You only
I'm
know
not
know the black guy.
I'm not following the Olympics, guys, at all. I've never, ever. So this is new to me.
She did exceptionally well.
In what?
In swimming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's like she replaced Chad Leclerc.
Really?
You know? Yeah, the last Olympics, the hype was on Chad Leclerc. And now, obviously, her, Tatiana, absolutely amazing. I think it's 2 gold medals, 2 silvers. I think it's 4 medals.
Well
somewhere
done,
around
Tatiana.
there. I'm not really sure. But you know what? Great shout outs to all the Olympians that came through and, you know, represented South Africa. There was no scandals around South Africa from what I can hear, which is such a great thing, you know, for once.
But also, bro, you also mentioned something else about the fight. How was the lady in like fighting a man? Is that a category in the Olympics, maybe, where ladies fight men?
No. So what happened was,
like, I'm trying to understand.
It was
you guys are the ones that watch the Olympics here, so
it was
teach us, please.
It was a fully grown biological man fighting a woman. Obviously, he's a biological man, transitioned, right? You know the American problem. They're just not good with what God gave them. Hey, like, why do they want to change everything? Americans.
God's country, but not living like it. Not living like it.
Hey, you start questioning God there.
God bless
like,
America. But
it's like, what?
Where is he there?
Yeah,
where is he there?
Why are you not even respecting him if you always calling him out like that? But like, I feel like Americans with that, you know, so...
Wait, you're saying this was actually a female boxing competition.
Yeah.
And then this lady was fighting a transgender
woman. Well, man.
That's now a
turned woman. You see how confusing this is for the other side of the world. In Africa, we are so confused with this transgender shit. Yeah, so that's what happened. And the fight ended in about 46 seconds. An experienced boxer as well, just complaining about the fact that she's never been hit that hard. And she's a professional boxer at the Olympics. So that should just tell you something about, you know, this whole thing. And for me, with the feminist movement, I'm tired. Males, to all the men out there, Andrew Tate, Piers Morgan, the guys from the Whatever podcast, the No Fugazi podcast, all these guys have been speaking and trying to explain it to women that, and women are the ones defending these people that have transitioned, you know? Because think about it. Now imagine, that was a random guy that we didn't know. Imagine Mike Tyson now transition. Someone's teeth are gone. She, you know what I mean? Through that face shield. So I feel like men have said enough. I feel like it's time to just leave it and actually let women see their sports deteriorate. Because the thing is, if you're going to have biological males who have transitioned, right, to compete in women's sports, there's no ways women are going to win. You know what I mean? Because if you look at most of the sports records, if, let's say, for instance, the 100-meter dash.
Yeah, I get you.
The 100-meter dash, male and female, obviously the guys' times are quicker. They're physically stronger by just naturally, you know? So what's going to happen is if they keep letting them compete, it's going to be the same situation that happened at the Olympics, you know, where a biological male wins in a female category, right? So this is what I'm saying, is that it's going to kill female sports. Completely.
It's not going to just kill female sports. The more you talk, the more I'm realizing that the agenda has even infiltrated something as prestigious as the Olympics.
Exactly.
This whole freaking transgender shit needs to stop, guys.
Dude.
It's an agenda. Like, it's shit. It's just an agenda. Like, for the fact that God bless America is allowing kids to make that decision at freaking 12, 16 years old. You can make that decision and actually go for corrective surgery.
It's insane.
What are you correcting?
And there's so many of these Americans that have come out now that have transitioned and they're having complications.
Of course they're
right?
going to have complications.
And what they're trying to do is they're trying to indoctrinate the kids, right? So what's
it's
happening?
actually scary. It's
So
like
this-
such a deep thing.
It's very, very
Yeah.
deep. Like, especially like here in Africa. Like in Africa, it's going to be a tough one, but they'll get it in because PR
They've already gotten it
exactly. There's actually an event happening here in Durban where it's like Pride something. Yeah.
which
But
is crazy.
I don't know, like the core South Africans and stuff, we very Christian and stuff. I mean, both sides.
and
whatever
hard.
sides, like, yeah, we don't really take that stuff too kindly. Like at the end of the day, I think do whatever you want to do as a person and stuff. But
Yeah.
when you start implicating your things into our normal people's ideas and stuff, that's where I draw the line. If you want to be called a his or her, what, that's your pronouns. I don't have to call you that. That's
Yeah.
what you would prefer, but
Yeah.
I don't have to abide by that.
Thank you, Chad.
Like,
'Cause that's the crazy thing. Apparently overseas, these motherfuckers have got like months for holidays, you know? And like, you know? And I saw this test, right? I saw this test and this dude has got like a 6-year-old, 5-year-old kid and he puts down $1,000
Yeah.
and 2 Oreos.
Yeah.
And he says, pick one. And the kid picks the Oreo, right?
Yeah.
Now that just tells you that if this kid doesn't understand the difference between the value difference between $1,000 and Oreos, how the hell do you give someone that young the opportunity to pick
Their gender.
their gender? It's crazy.
It's so scary, bruh, because we have kids and really it's becoming more and more clear that there is an agenda. Like all these conspiracy theories that we thought were just theories and conspiracies are actually coming to life. So as we know what the Bible says
Yeah.
about the end times, I believe more and more each day, even listening to Andrew Tate, I fucking love that guy, by the way.
You're the only female I know that
Oh,
loves
I
that guy.
love him because he's so. I remember he even had that when he came, like when people started knowing about, and well, when I started knowing about him, it was when he spoke about the rape thing, and he's
Yeah.
like, if a girl is dressed this way, blah 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 blah. I'm not
yeah,
gonna go
yeah.
into that, but like, I was like, this guy, mangaki.
No, he's speaking straight facts. That's why Bianca.
And that's why they're trying to push him down. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to
Yeah.
like, you know, tone him down because he keeps speaking the truth about things that object the agenda.
And you know what the crazy thing is? He's speaking normal shit. You know,
Hey,
you don't
yeah.
befriend your kid. You whack the shit out of that kid until they're old enough to understand. You know, like right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's talking about things like, you know, we've also spoken about it on the podcast as well. Like me being able to be like, yo, babe, you can't go out like this type of thing. There's this. He's speaking facts. You know what I mean? So what's happening is, like you're saying, the agenda is to kind of like erase the norm. And
Erase any morals for let's just start with the moral compass.
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna have one. Because you showed me a video of that lady dancing on stage or performing and she literally did not have panties on.
and she had the craziest slit
Surely you
on her
know.
dress. She had the craziest slit. You could see everything. When I see everything,
Like literally everything.
Benson, when you see the video, you're able to see everything. When I say everything,
If you're close
use your
enough.
yeah,
If you're close enough, you can probably even see her, bruh.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like for real, like you could see her.
And it's also like feeling, it's giving vibes. Like I was saying to like Chad on the way to studios. Like I feel like they putting porn on all these social media platforms, but like very like you won't even think it's porn. You'll be like, oh, that's crazy, a woman performing without panties. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But think about it, a kid coming across that on the internet should not be seeing that. You know what I mean? So like it's just like I feel like there's so many things that are being put out there to distract us from the real shit.
The sexuality is one way to conquer all of us and like depopulate or
Yeah.
like really control the population. break up families, you know, the traditional family setting is being broken up. So in apartheid times, a man would be sent to the mines or whatever. Or a man would be raped in front of his family to emasculate him. At this point, it's being told to you that it's normal. In fact, it's beneficial for you, no matter what industry you're in, for you to be gay. You are part of this community that will freaking bully everybody on earth. It's just to get their point across. And it doesn't mean that your point is correct. I'm not saying that a person who's a homosexual is wrong in their sexuality. Not at all. I'm not saying that this, you know, like being heterosexual is better than being homosexual. What if they are right? What if that's the sexuality that we're supposed to? But I'm just saying, like, that was just
if they are thinking that, they are delusional. God made man, then he made woman. That's
bro, where it ends for you.
I don't even want to mess with it to a point. And you know what irritates me the most? Call me they. I went to school. I learned English. Why should I call you they when it's one?
I'm basically I'm doubling back to what Chad was saying, is that it's fine for are they called heathens, right? They're called heathens, people who don't really want to follow or believe in the word of God.
I don't know. I'm not clued up with that.
No. Atheists.
They completely don't believe in God.
Yeah. So basically, it's okay for people to have their views, but don't project it on us and on our kids.
Exactly.
Don't be telling my son that it's okay to be homosexual when that's not what I'm teaching him at home. Don't tell me not to call you she when you look like a female. Why must I identify to you? Why must I say to you, you're a he when you look like a she to me? Like, where's this identification going? So the way you identify is more important than how I see you? Are you serious?
Nah.
Like, there's something so wrong with that. It's something so wrong with how even the whole sexuality thing has just been so
blown out of proportion.
Yeah, it's blown out of proportion, and now we have to pick sides. Like, if I'm female and I'm straight, I feel wrong for being straight.
It's crazy.
If you male and you gay, you feel wrong or better for being gay. If you're straight, you feel like ish.
I don't know.
It's stupid.
It's
I
crazy.
hate it. It's the feminists, bonje, dividing family structures. It's like, guys, we're all human. Can we just stick to that? Can we just stick to being human and just respect each other and not project?
Yeah. And I just, Chad, you were about to say something there, bro?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have saw, just going back to the Olympics thing, I don't know if you guys saw that grade 11 or grade 12-year-old in the matric or something who ran
the relay team.
Yeah, represented South Africa.
Yeah,
that was
silver.
quite exciting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, imagine being grade 11, grade 12, and
and you've already in the Olympics.
He's already in the Olympics.
He's blown up. He's got a matric dance partner already.
Yo.
In grade 11, he's already sorted.
Yo, congratulations. It's a boy.
Yeah. It's a boy.
It's a boy. Congratulations,
and this
my
goes
boy.
back. This goes back to the Gates and Mackenzie thing, ne? Gaten, Uncle Gaten, we love you, you know.
I see, I'm tired.
We love the way you are speaking out, but I think grassroots levels are that's an indication that grassroots levels are super, super important. Like in South Africa, someone said to me the other day, it's crazy how they got rid of the Chappies Little League. You know, the Chappies Little League, we found some superstars there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like grassroots levels, hopefully Bob Gateson can get it going. Started grassroots, man. Like if you look at overseas football,
we don't have development here.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're lacking development.
Because those are chowing the money. Those are chowing the money. All the money is gone.
It's gone.
We're hungry.
We're not hungry. Those are full. We hungry. They're not hungry. You know, but and like for me, like I look at like the Premier League. I like you said, I watch a lot of football. I love sports. I love rugby, everything. But like I'm looking at overseas sports, right? If you look at Lamine Yamal, Lamine Yamal is a winger for Barcelona and Spain. And we've recently had the Euros, right?
Yeah.
This kid is 16, just turned 17 during the Euros and carried Spain to a win. To winning the whole tournament.
Damn, guys.
But he's not the only one. You look at Man United, they've got like 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds actually starting. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because what's happening is they are... sports is a business, right? For instance, if you're 30 now in football, you are absolutely old.
Yeah, very old.
You know what I mean? So grassroots level is working out all over the world. That's in order for us to compete, we need to do the same thing. I can't send a squad of 30-year-olds to go play fresh 16-year-olds who come from great academies, who are able to be first team next to a Lewandowski or whoever big name is in that team, you know? So like, I really, really like the fact that teenager was in that team. It's a big message to South African sports.
Yeah.
Big message.
We need it. We need the development.
The development.
I wanted to ask you something. Do we have like a Orlando Pirates like under 16?
Yeah.
So Chiefs under 16.
We've got it. We've got all the Prem clubs, or majority of them in South Africa, the ones that play in the Betway Premier League Premiership, they've all got like from under whatever. Let's say, for instance, from under 9 all the way to first team. I think they're also trying to get a big movement into female football in South Africa. But yeah, we do have academies. But the thing is, then the problem becomes like academies outside of the teams we know, you know. So in Europe, so say for instance in England, there will be all the Premier League team academies, and then there will be like side academies, you know, like say for instance, like here in South Africa, we've got a school of excellence. It doesn't belong to Kaiser Chiefs or Pirates or Sundowns. So we need more of those. Like as someone that played soccer, at the time I was playing soccer, Mike Makap was the guy in Durban, and then Amazulu. And then after that, there wasn't really much. You get Arrows, yeah.
I remember Arrows was big on that.
Yeah, they had a very good youth team. I don't know anymore. But what I'm trying to say is that there's not enough of it.
There's not enough.
Overseas, what happens is these guys jump into, they jump into an academy at the age of 9, 10.
They're playing with the big boys straight away.
Exactly, and they get taught football. You know, you can be talented, but because it's become such a business, even the managers that are being brought in are being tested, because you cannot be a fake, because your tactical like prowess has to be insane. You know what I mean? Because the coaches are so good, the players are so good.
You're the driver.
Exactly, and the development. So, okay, guys, what was the guy's name again, Shadow?
I'm not too sure of the guy's name. I just saw something on Instagram. What's that guy from 5FM? He does a lot of the political stuff, but anyway, I saw him like a kind of like TikTok content. Dan Quarter.
Yeah, what a legend.
Hey, bro, that is good.
Love that.
I have to just clean the background of your pause either. That's all I can say, bro.
I'm worried about the hats too. Those things getting a wash.
I don't mind the hats, Kazi, but I have to just hang up your washing, make the background look nice. Love the content, bro.
Oh, Dan is that's as authentic as it gets.
He's sharp, bro.
For TikTok, like he's one of, like if you want like political content, like and he's very point on to the point that now he's on NCA or something like NCA.
Wait, is that the colored boy?
Not the colored boy.
No, he's a Vito, like from Cape Town or something.
He wears like 3 hats.
Oh, okay.
I think he works
brilliant.
I think he works for like 5FM or something.
He left 5FM for NC. What?
ENCA.
Yeah, ENCA. Oh, guys,
it's E News.
It's something along those lines, but he's on now TV, right?
Okay,
he's brilliant, man. Oh man, he's one of my favorite TikTokers. After that, until do you know Ray J Williams or something? Guys, you're missing out. But let's move on. Shout out to the young South African man. Shout out to all the Olympians again.
Of them.
Let's move on, man. Ltido and Mac G. Oh my gosh,
this is so touchy for me because I love Mac.
How? Why is it touchy? Who do you agree with? Do you agree with Ltido or are you agreeing with Mac on this one?
I love Mac, but when Mac did make that comment, I was also like, yo, that was unnecessary. So the comment that actually sparked the thing was Mac saying that Ltido's podcast is Yo TV. That's what started this whole thing, right?
Then what are we, Kazi?
Exactly. Right at the back. We still auditioning, yeah.
Organic growth.
I'm not bothered, bruh. Like I'm happy that we have the numbers that we have because they're a true reflection of our They're real people. It's not just some
Bots.
internet bots or whatever, or people who subscribed not knowing or understanding what it is that we do. Our people are our people.
They
so
know
I'm
exactly,
happy.
yeah.
Even if we grow 1 follower per year, I'll still be happy.
We're still gonna be doing it.
We're still gonna be doing it. So I was like, yo, Mac, that's a harsh thing to say. Like, what had Ltido actually done for Mac to say that? And then Ltido responds, and in his response, which was scathing, yo, no, I
So cringe.
Yo, no, it was hectic. That response, I was like, yo, if I was Mac. In Ltido's response, Ltido said a couple of things that I was just like, no, bro, you can't be saying that.
I don't know, like for me, with Ltido's words, right? And listen, I'm a big fan of Ltido. Like, especially I grew up on his music. And why Dalaka? Ah man, Tito had it. I even rank him in the top 10 best lyricists in South Africa.
Lyricists in South Africa.
In South Africa,
Hey,
he
guys,
is Ltido is
starting again
I'm
now.
Dead no, I'm dead serious. Go
Okay.
go listen to Ltido lyrically. Maybe the thing is with Ltido for me, I think just like he's like speech impediment vibe, because I think he does have a speech impediment the way he speaks. So I think like delivery wise, you know, you don't really pay that.
Oh,
You know,
I hear what you're
so
saying.
people don't listen in depth, you know, because they're just vibing. But Ltido is probably one of the most lyrical like MCs to ever grace the South African hip hop scene. You know, I love him to bits. I love Mac G for what he's done for the South African internet podcasting. We doing this.
the
We
internet,
doing
yeah.
this because he's one of the few guys that made us see that it's possible. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And I look at an example like Tony Ayo, how loyal he is to 50 Cent. So take that exact same concept and bring it into the podcast world, right?
Yeah.
I know Mac G didn't do shit for Ltido to get his podcast
Yeah.
up, right? But listen, Ltido, I think it was like, I don't know, for attention, you know, because it got very petty. But anyway, I think for Ltido, for him to say that Sol Penduga is the reason why we are chillers is a little bit like
That was
inaccurate.
the main thing that pissed me off about everything that he said.
Yeah,
was
inaccurate
like-
statement, man. Like, Mac G is probably one of the most creative interviewers we've ever seen in South Africa, you know. And the thing is, people need to give him props. And
Yo, Mac G is a beast, guys.
He's a beast, bro.
Like, you don't even... the thing is, people think... Because that's, you know, Ltido, when he said that, he's like, yeah, but that podcast only made it because it's controversial. You don't get numbers because when you don't create controversy. Bruh, that's the name of the industry. That's the game. I can literally say this is blue, and or I can say this is red, and that can become a controversy. So you can't say, Wuti, someone's out there deliberately trying to create controversy. Mac G invites people to come in. They come in and they spill out all the beans. Give Mac props for that as well, because he gets people so comfortable to a point where they will say things that they're probably not supposed to be saying. And he's unveiled so much. Like, look at the Amanda Dupont thing. Why are we not talking about that's a huge crime that happened there in
But this is a thing now in South Africa. But we'll get back to that now.
Yes,
Just
sorry.
hold that
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
It's a big thing that Amanda, the crime thing and how it ends. Like, for me, listen, like all these failed rap careers, failed disc jockey situations, failed TV
Are you sure you're
presenters.
his fan?
No, I am. I feel like he should still be dropping. But people's careers and what's happening in the background is completely different. We need to always bear in mind as well that these people are humans.
They're human.
They have lives, you know. So I could want Ltido to be dropping every month.
Yeah.
But the thing is, either it doesn't work business wise or his schedule. He is a big brand. Well, he's a brand, you know.
He's
a brand. So like, for me, my thing is like with all these like failed careers that have jumped onto podcasting, what irritates me the most, like I remember when we did season 3, I realized a lot of people enjoyed not understanding how TMM got Duduzani on the show, how TMM got the Q Twins on the show, how TMM got to interview Ltido Fresh. It's like, oh wow, you know. But if it's Ltido sitting with Prince KP, obvious. they're in the same gigs.
Yeah.
You know, they've probably been in studio together. So like for me, it's very hard to watch those podcasts. But what Tito's done very well is he's picked a lane. He's picked a lane that he's gonna go in. You know, and I think in this game we all need to look at it as one of those things that everyone's going to have an opinion on. You're releasing content to people. So if someone says your podcast is your TV, so what, dog? It doesn't mean I'm going to stop.
Exactly.
You
Like, gumele,
yeah, Chad?
Yeah.
Next year we're gonna be MTV. We're your TV today, but next year MTV.
MTV, dog.
Trace,
That's
we're
how this
coming.
business works.
And also,
Facts.
like, 50 Cent once said something about like publicity and how it works, and even how he created Is It Power. So he literally said, like, he basically piggybacks off the hate of people.
Yeah.
Bruh, Tito, you literally had the biggest podcast in Africa talking about you and calling you Yo TV.
Yeah.
Capitalize on that shit, my friend.
Exact. I wish Mac G
Why
called
is that
me
a problem?
OT.
Yes.
Yo TV. Called us
like,
Yo TV.
I'm cool. Like, call me whatever. Share my shit. Be like, oh, Bianca, she's a pick me. She hates
Remember the
feminists.
comment?
She's a pick me. She what. Good. The more you say, the more my name is in your mouth,
The better.
perfect.
Like I look,
I'm happy, bro.
I look at
That's the best thing you could do for me.
bro,
Talk
you know.
shit.
And yeah, dude, like it's just I feel like Mac G, bro, like what I don't know, man. Like this is one of those feuds that just like kind of like rubs me up the wrong way, because at the end of the day, we would not have this many podcasts in South Africa
If it wasn't for him.
If it wasn't for Mac G. Now, we're not saying Mac G bought people microphones and all that shit, but he has a full-on network with a couple of different shows on there. You know, he's done it big. He's going overseas because of the podcast. So from Tito's side, I would have taken it a little bit lighter than what it was. But on Mac G's side, when he phoned the baby
That
mama,
was so disrespectful.
no, that was Mac G being a genius. He knew if, like, I'm telling you now, he
was
knew
so
he knew
disrespectful.
before he made that move that, you know what, this is gonna get attention, you know. But at the end of the day, man, like, we love both. I personally love both podcasts. I think Ltido is doing amazing. I think as well, Mac G takes people not coming onto his show a little bit too personally. Not everyone's gonna want to come on the biggest podcast
Yeah.
in Africa. It's different strokes for different folks. You know, some people like Adam 22, even though he's into porn, but other people like Joe Rogan, even though he's high half the time and shit. But you know what I mean? So people have preferences. So for me, when it comes to this beef, I am still in the middle. I am still in the middle.
Yeah, for me, of course, I'm with Mac. I
knew
love
you
him.
were gonna go Mac G.
Yeah, no, I love him. I think he's a genius, as you
genius.
said.
Genius.
I think Tito could have used this and capitalized on it, which maybe he did when he responded the first time, right? Now, doubling back, then Mac G responded to him.
Yeah.
Now he's responded again. That was just...
You know what he
Just a
said?
Disney
You know what he
move.
said this time around,
That was a
Chad?
cake move. You know, in Durban, we call you, hey, you're a cake lighty, bro.
don't
You're
be a cake lighty, bro.
Tito is a cake lighty for the second response he should not have.
Never, bruh. Like, you know, you see, the thing is with beefs, if they are not controlled or like, you know, like, I feel like people get caught up in like wanting to respond and say something that they forget at the end of the day that, you know, what you say has a reaction, you know. For each action there's an opposite and equal reaction. Simple mathematics and physics, you know. So like for me, the only thing I didn't like about Tito's second response, because obviously he called everyone out, fine, people call people out on the internet, but when he...
Why did he talk about Ghost Lady?
What I didn't like about Ghost Lady, he's like, until I saw Ghost Lady,
And then I realized, well, that's why she's Ghost Lady.
Come on, dog. Like,
That's a fucking lie,
I-
because
I-
every single person that's been to Podcast and Chill can't rave enough about how beautiful
I think
Ghost
she's
Lady is.
I think Ghost Lady is absolutely stunning. You know, maybe Tito being a rapper, he's had, you know, multiple 10s, fuck. But anyway, shout out to Ghost Lady, shout out to Mac G, shout out to Soul Penduga. Absolutely great work on that show, and to everyone else that is part of that production. And to you, Ltido, man, you're doing the most. We're loving it.
Doing very well.
Keep the controversy going, so we have stuff to talk about. But guys, keep it clean, man. The next thing you're gonna be pulling a Pusha T Drake. We're gonna find out Mac G's got a son that he's hiding or something like that. Because it's getting there. They're phoning baby mamas and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wanted to just say something quick about what Ltido said about what's his name? Soul being the life of the show. So there was a point where I also felt the same. And I thought, without soul. But then you have to remember it's the same dynamic with us here.
Yeah.
Or anywhere else, even in your family or even at work. People get hired based on their competencies.
Yes.
Right? Soul is completely different to Mac G.
And that's what you need on a show.
And that's what you need. You need to balance them out. So don't even think for a second that Soul would be great in his own podcast, but it would never be like Podcast and Chill with Mac G.
He actually did have something where they had made him like a cartoon form.
I remember that.
That didn't really like take off, and that's the thing is like there's things that you should not dismantle. You know what I mean?
Yes,
it works. Mac G and Soul Penduga, Ghost Lady, man, that whole production, man,
that
is
whole
dope.
thing, thing is just dope.
So
it's so dope. Yeah.
But you know what I'm loving as well, still like on the podcast stuff, like I'm loving all of the people that we are like on the come up with in Durban, GNPS is back with their podcast.
Oh yeah. That's where I started.
I know, right? I know. That's where I poached you from.
That's where you poached me from. So happy.
GNPS is back. I love Deeply Rooted, dope stuff.
Yeah.
Scorch has got something going. He's been dropping a couple of interviews and a whole lot of content on YouTube. It's just looking good, and these are just people I know personally. There's other podcasts that I've seen, and going back, remember I said hold that thought with regards to Ltido and the Amanda Dupont thing, right?
Yeah.
Right. So remember the Tira thing with the girl, right? The Tira thing with the girl. So she got interviewed. I don't know if you know. I watch
on Kozi FM.
No. She got interviewed by another Durban brilliant broadcaster, Usandile, Fly Motion. So Fly Motion's got his own podcast called The Basement Podcast with Sandile M. Absolutely amazing content. I'm subscribed. I'm a rebel. I am a rebel as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because that's
Thanks
his thing.
for putting me on. I've never even heard about it.
It's absolutely amazing. So amazing. So he's now had her on the show. But you know what my thing is, Chad, and Bianca, I sit there and I'm like, for someone who, okay, listen, it's just gone very quiet for something that had so much hype, and and this goes back to the conversation we had, this is why people question the victim as well. Is like, okay, so you go, and the way she, her body language when she speaks about it for me was just, it's not giving someone who's serious enough to get, justice.
Yeah.
And like you say, there's so many of these crimes that go under the rug. My question is do you think those things are there to distract us? Because, you'll have the Tira thing and then something else happening in the background.
No, I don't think so. I think just things happen coincidentally at the same time. When it comes to Tira though, and that Luke situation, I really would like for her to carry on pushing. And I'd like for all of us to find out what the truth is. There's too much going on in Durban. Guys, Durban is small, especially when you're in the industry, then you realize, it's very small. But even just as a civilian, it's very small. And we know stories and we know people that have been affected by certain people. So none of these celebrities must think, we don't know. I'm not going to sit here and be like, Utira raped so-and-so. I'm not going to do that because that's not my story to tell. But siyazazi indaba zenu, siyazi ukuthi ndlwengula bani, who you guys drug, which girls lie about being raped, which girls try to solicit money from certain celebrities after having sex consensually. We know about the songs you guys are stealing from each other. We know about everything, the fake clothes that you guys are wearing, the brands.
Yeah.
We know everything. It's just that there's certain things that I can't come on here and be like, so and so and so good. Those are things that people need to come out and really pursue. And like, as you're saying, if we look, she's not putting enough energy into it. There's many more that may have not been affected by the very same person in question. Now, the thing is with DJ Ltido and all these other guys that tend to be accused of things, they're big.
Yeah.
And it's a typical David and Goliath situation. Right now, people are not even making a noise about P. Diddy.
Yeah.
They didn't make a noise enough about P. Diddy until they saw a video.
Yeah.
Now, Connor, they saw the video and still people are quiet. Nobody's like, oh my God,
But then,
what about Jay-Z? Beyonce's, I think it's her manager or writer or somebody, a producer, somebody like right there next to who's there 24/7. Same. There's been so many allegations against him. You cannot say Beyonce did not know. You cannot say we don't know about Drake being a pedophile. Those allegations have been there. They've been there. The proof has also been there.
It's in the pudding.
It's in the pudding, but nobody's making a noise about it because guess what? It's Drake. Guess what? It's Ltido. Guess what? It's who and who and who and who. So that's the problem. Like, I feel like a lot of girls and a lot of guys also are not going to come out and say that DJ, he drugged me and he raped me. I know 2 people in Durban that have been raped by DJs in Durban. Which DJs? It's not my story to tell. It's not my story to tell.
Bring them here.
I know people who've been raped by politicians. I've been to some political gatherings. I've seen stuff with my own eyes.
But you know where?
But I can't come out and say, yeah, this and this.
Yeah,
it's
not your place. Yeah.
You can't do. It's not my place. Yeah. But because I know that, that's why I'm like, when these things come out, I tend to believe it.
The truth will come out.
Yeah, but that's my thing. My thing is at the end of the day, no matter how many times people will be accused of things and get to run away from it, the truth is going to come out.
Yeah.
P. Diddy has been in the industry for over 30 years at this point, and it's only coming out now. Yeah, and it's only the beginning.
You can't tell me that those celebrities that went to P. Diddy's parties and stuff and stayed late and stuff, that they don't know.
Yes.
There's so many of them that know. And I don't know why they don't speak up. That's my only thing is like, if you know someone did something wrong, like, where are your values or your morals? Like, I get it. Like, you
don't want to be a snitch.
Like, you... Obviously, like, rape and stuff is a big thing to talk about. Yeah. But if you see, like, your friend or someone and they're talking to a minor or they've done something with the minor, speak up about it. Like,
minors.
Like, that's a huge thing. Like,
it's a massive thing.
Like, we need to protect our children.
But the thing is, they can't, because the industry is set up such that you will get blackballed. A lot of people that did try to do that right now have no careers. So people are in the industry, they come here, chat, and they're like, oh, I want to be an amazing podcaster, and then Benson rapes the girl, right?
Look, jeez.
And then she can't say to everyone, Benson raped me, because even though she's dealing with it and probably she's healed, she knows that no other network is going to want to touch her, because you're going to have stories about us too.
No, I'm not saying like go out on a podcast and talk about it. I'm saying, but report it, bro. Go to the police and say, hey, I've seen this and that.
Like, I feel like
it's okay to do that, bro.
Like, and I feel like that's where women who are victims, and even males, man, because that exists.
Males
also exist. But I feel like as a victim, just to get your justice and have a good chance at getting justice is, like Chad is saying, is it needs to be reported. Because what happens now is, like, for instance, with me, you know me, I watch a whole lot of different podcasts. And one of the podcasts that I watch is the Whatever podcast, right? And these guys are absolutely brilliant. I don't know how the hell they come up with that shit. But, like, the girls that they have on there obviously are they have two different types of girls there most of the time. You know, they'll have a girl that really understands being submissive, being a wife, and then they'll have these OF girls, like these OnlyFans girls. And when I look at these OnlyFans girls, I'm like, you know, I'm starting to think a lot of guys are getting accused of things that really didn't happen just because of the simple fact they'll be like, so what must a man do to be with you? And they'll be like, oh, you must make 500K a year. You know, okay, fine, the man makes 500K a year, what do you bring to the table? And they will literally tell you that
I've seen some
I
of those
don't
clips.
know, or I am the table. So now, because it's taken so long for her to it's taken so long for her to report, that you start questioning it just because of the stuff that you see as well. You're like, okay, why did it? And apparently, it wasn't the first time she's a victim, right? So she says that on Sandile M's Basement
I'm
podcast.
gonna go watch that.
Yeah. So like, you then start questioning. Okay, it happened 10 years ago. You know, like. The honest truth is, you can't blame people for questioning you. As much as we say, hey, she's a victim, but at the end of the day, we've seen a lot of instances where guys get accused and they get their name gets cleared, you know. And what irritates me the most is that the girls don't get charged for anything.
They need to get charged. It's so serious. You could literally get somebody locked up for life for some of the things that these girls accuse people of. So, hey, bruh, the truth will always come out. But at the same time, this is a very dirty industry to be in. I kind of get, I get it. I get why. I'm not saying I believe her 100% because I've spoken to her and I was like, bruh, like, I believe you, but at the same time, I have to leave room for questioning. You know, I have to question it. But Namige, looking back personally, if we say 10 years ago, Tira and them were at their prime. How dare you say Tira raped me? And remember her story, hey? She woke up in the morning, she didn't remember what had happened. So how do you even go and describe that to somebody?
Yeah, also didn't
the time.
Also didn't remember to go to the cops.
And then no. But then no. Benson, we can't be ignorant.
Okay,
we know what the cops are like.
Let me ask you
we
this.
We know what the cops have always been like that. And they'll be worse in Tira's prime.
Right. Let me ask you this. So she's in the industry.
She was getting into the industry.
Yeah, she was getting into the industry. Let's say in a hypothetical, she gets in. She's now on the brink of breaking through, right? And that shit happens, right? Let's be fucking real here. Is that fuck your career? You need to go get justice.
You know.
So if you're telling me that, hey, I didn't report it because I was scared I was gonna lose my career, already to me, you're just giving me that vibe that you're not even taking that shit seriously. You know what I mean? Like, I really do believe, Bianca, if we hire someone here and something happens. Right?
Why is anything happening here?
I'm making you made an example about me raping someone, not the fuck. But I'm saying, if something had to happen here in that context, you know, I don't care how many views we've got or how big the business is. You as the victim, first of all, in order for you to kind of get better emotionally, is you need to see that person getting tried and trialed for their crimes, because until that person is convicted or proven not guilty, your story is still up in the air. You know, that's why I'm saying I really do. I know it's difficult as well being a victim. I cannot imagine like what happens to your head after that type of shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, this is why I keep saying this feminist thing is really irritating me. The people that are supposed to be feminists aren't doing the feminist things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for the next girl that's growing up, go report the thing, man. Get a file, get a case number. You know, then you can wait 10 years to charge the guy. You know what I mean? But if you didn't open a case, we can't get DNA proof that, you know.
Yeah, a rape kit,
a drug test.
But South Africa must be very behind with stuff, because with DNA, like, do you know, Chad, that if...
Are you ignoring me?
No, I'm not. Hold on.
Like, do you know, Chad?
No, okay, listen to this. Do you know that if you've you've kissed someone like 7 years ago, their DNA, the saliva is still in your mouth.
That is disgusting. I don't want to know that.
I drink a lot of water.
Brush my teeth. Brush my
So it's
teeth.
so crazy that like you can't prove intense again like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, I would, if it ever were to happen to me, hey, bruh, I don't know. I'd probably have to kill the person because I know what it's like going to a police station to report something of that nature. I know personally.
Did you go through something like that?
Yes, I've been through. I wasn't all the way raped.
Okay.
But a police officer tried to get me to give him a blowjob, and he basically molested me.
That's crazy.
Did me in the fucking police
That is
van.
crazy.
So
Did
yeah,
you report it? Oh yeah, you've just said sorry. Mom. No, it's just because my mind is. Shit, that is crazy. Should that even have come out
so
of
do
this?
you
Nah, I
see?
think
So do
we'll
you?
cut it
So
out.
do you see where I'm at?
Should we
with-
cut it out?
Yeah,
No, I don't mind.
Shit, that's
That
crazy.
because I need people to understand where I'm coming from with my thought patterns.
Yeah.
We all know this. Like even when I lost, when I was at my friend's place and people burgled and took our phones and all our belongings. The police were the least helpful people.
That's crazy.
Right? They literally made us walk into a brothel, which was a drug den ran by foreigners, illegal foreigners.
Shit.
And they said to me, you search for your phone.
That's insane.
This is now in my adulthood,
That is
right?
Can we say which police station they're from?
That was Mbilo. Yeah.
Mbilo.
Yes.
Yeah, Mbilo, we always jolling.
Where that case went, who knows?
But that's what I'm saying. Is
So
like,
how do you trust Uguti? You can go to a police station and say, Puff Daddy raped me.
yeah, if they can't even just go after a regular.
A regular person.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
very difficult situation. As a gent, how do you go and say DJ so and so he drugged me and he raped me? I woke up but I'm not sure because I woke up in the morning and I'm not feeling okay.
Because he
Like-
rape kid same time.
Right?
Same time.
We know this is KZN.
Yeah, ne?
How they're gonna look at you as a man? First thing, how you ain't daughter? How mfethu hayi mfethu hayi.
Uyivumela kanjani?
Uyivumela kanjani? Uyangena nje impela indoda insizwa. Hawu hayi ngeke mfethu.
Oh,
Awuhamba uphinde ubuye. Awuhamba ubuye.
That's very true.
That's
but like,
actually what happens.
but
That's
like-
literally what happens.
yeah, I'm just like very. The reason why I brought it up is just like I was very like, cause like honestly, I don't even have to wait for a notification to come in. Uguti, the Basement Podcast has come, like has dropped an episode. As soon as I see something I haven't seen, I'll go back, and go watch. But hope that gets solved, and we want to know about it a lot.
I
more.
hope so, because really, if you're lying, girl, you need to be held accountable. But
Exactly,
also now
exactly.
with Ira, if that's what you were doing, whether it's in the past or presently, then you need to be held accountable. I mean, it's been years that you've been in the industry. God knows what you've been doing.
And you know too.
Yeah, so
But so yeah, man. I think
2024 is the year, bruh.
Yeah, 2020.
2020, Cat Williams
Cat
started
Williams,
this year,
he's
bruh.
cooking.
He cooked for America, but the shit that's coming out now, like for instance, the whole Thera thing was like, God damn, after so many years, somebody had the guts to actually.
It's insane.
See?
It's insane. But guys, on to lighter stuff. Real quick, shout out to the Basement Podcast, guys. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into a game. Ne?
How much time do we have,
Lighter
Chadiola?
things. Like
Not much.
20 minutes max, I'm thinking.
Yeah, not
20 minutes
much,
max.
yeah.
Okay,
Confessions and one more topic. I think it's it's confessions, one more topic. So
Where's the game?
Yeah, we're going into the game.
Okay.
So we've got a game that we are gonna play.
Yeah.
And if you wanna join, you can join
Yes.
in the comment section, right?
Do you want to play with us?
Yeah,
Maybe leave us some questions or something that we can ask for the next one if you like the game. Yeah,
If you like the game,
drop a comment, let us know.
a comment, send us a question, and we'll ask it on the show. But guys,
For sure.
the game is called Never Try It Tempted. So I would never do it. I would try it. I'm tempted, right? And how this is gonna work is we're gonna pick from these random questions. So Bianca, who's picking first? I think you should pick first. Okay. So guys, let's go. Let's go. I wonder. Oh man, this is.
I already know your answer. So, would you forgive your partner for cheating?
No, never.
Okay.
Never ever. Why? Because women cheat with emotion.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a big number, like, I can't remember where I saw it, but there's a stat that says most women that cheat who are married will want to divorce and get married or be with the
Who
person
they cheated
who
with.
they cheat with, you know.
Whereas men wouldn't. Like, they wouldn't do that.
Would you forgive your partner for cheating?
No.
Never.
No, never. Like, it's not even, no.
You got, like, Chad, I think we got the wrong girl here. She's got the mind of a boy. You got the mind of a boy.
Because, Brad, do you know how I think of cheating? It's like that whole admin of you texted her, it wasn't a mistake.
Premeditated.
You texted her, you got yourselves a room.
What if it was a hookup?
Even did it in my house. Even if it was a hookup, bro, you pulled her panties down, or she did pull them down herself, and you freaking her. And bro, you were moaning. Now I'm imagining you groaning and moaning.
It's the thought, yeah.
I'm like, and she came and she said your name. She was like, oh, Chad. To my man? No, bro.
And then
That's
Chad,
wild.
My street cred. Imagine me walking around and Chad was busy. Bro,
and Chad with you?
Forgive for cheating?
Yeah.
Tempted.
Nah.
Not at all.
Nah.
White guy took 5 fucking minutes to think about it.
I don't know, bro. It's a tricky one. I mean, like, you really love the person, but bro, at the end of the day, if it's not there, it's not there, bro.
Yeah, and I feel like if someone
if you're
does
not
that,
the first choice, then I don't want to be any choice.
yeah, exactly, because you can't be seconds. Yeah, can't be seconds.
And I think my main point is like, okay, yeah, I'm a guy. I understand why people would cheat.
Yeah.
Especially as a man, like I would understand why a man would cheat. My main thing is, and I know it's not about me per se. If he cheats, it's about him and whatever. It was just a hookup or it was just a whatever, you know, like I just really have been wishing for this girl, whatever his story is. My thing is, I just would never be able to forgive it.
Yeah.
Like fully
I
forgive
can
it.
just see you bringing it up all the time.
Yeah, so the relationship would be toxic after that from my side.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just wouldn't want to.
All right, no, let's go on to the next question, Chad. We're going on to the next question. So this one is for a lot of South Africans.
Yeah.
You guys, you guys that love the Vula boots.
The
West Street. So the question says, would you wear fake brands?
No, never.
Never.
Nah.
Can I be honest? Can I be dead honest?
Are you tempted?
I'm very tempted. Do you know why?
Okay.
Because the fake brands have gotten so good. There's a guy on TikTok who owns it. Mm-hmm. Like, let me tell you something now. Like,
Oh, yes, that guy.
he's a sick- he's a sick-
Yes.
I think it's from Maritzburg.
Oh, Maritzburg. Yes.
But I saw Leah out, see, and
There's no Gucci in Maritzburg.
there's no Gucci in Maritzburg.
There's no Gucci in Maritzburg.
But like, even with him, like, the fake thing has gotten like so like big, with when it comes to him, he's gone as far because he has to kind of prove that he's not wearing fakes all the time, and it's always like kombisi sleep, and then there's a problem. But in the famous words of Sandile M, the king of the rebels, he said the craziest thing on a podcast that he was getting interviewed on. I think it was the KZN podcast.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yamzonda umuntu ogqoka ama-fake ngoba loyo muntu unenhliziyo embi." You know?
Why?
No, it's facts. Ngeke mfethu ushayela ama-fake. But back to the question and my answer would be, I'm very tempted. The fakes are absolutely...
They're good quality at this point.
It's insane. I know a couple of people that are selling these things, and I'm like, dog, if this thing came with the original box, I'm there. But unfortunately, I can't buy a 12,000 rand shoe that doesn't have a box and a slip. But Chad, where you at with would you wear fake brands?
Personally, I don't really like wearing. Well, I wouldn't wear fake brands.
So never.
No, I've seen like a lot of like the replica like Nikes and stuff. Like obviously like the Dior Nikes and stuff, or the Jordans or Travis Scotts or whatever. I'd like to own a pair, but I mean, also, unless it's like a really good fake, but you see, the thing is, I'm also about functionality. So is the shoe gonna hold well with my foot, and like, is my foot gonna get sore? Like, it's all about that for me at the end of the day. I'd rather have comfort and
rather
reliable than worrying about got a Travis Scott, but my feet are fucking breaking.
Yeah, Bianca, pick one. Pick.
Let me pick. Let's see what I've got here. Do you know what I was thinking, guys?
Stop wearing fake brands, guys. Stop it.
Yeah, for me, that thing is like, for me, I just respect the craft. So I don't want to be, and also it pushes me to work harder. Like at the moment, contrary to what you might believe, I can't afford Jordans. I'd really love the Dunks, but I can't afford
getting the fake ones though.
I'm not getting the fake ones though. For me, it's like a matter of
you
work
know where
until you can get it.
You know where you see the fake?
Then I'll really enjoy it.
You know where you see the fake? When it's time for wear and tear.
Yeah.
Hey, then it becomes a problem.
So, would you have an OnlyFans account, Mr. OF?
Would I have an OnlyFans account? No, because I've got a son first and foremost. I've got dignity.
Dignity.
Yeah. I've got
Respect.
dignity. I've got respect for my parents. I've got respect for
And your testicles.
and myself. You know, so anything X-rated for me, I would never be a part of. Maybe as a production team, we would shoot your things, but I'd hire people to shoot that as well.
What if we hide your face?
Eh?
What if we hide your face?
Nah, dog.
That's where I'm at, Chad.
Nah, like even
That's
if
where I'm at. That's my answer.
I feel
my
like-
answer's tempted.
I feel your answer's tempted. You tempted to have OnlyFans?
No, I'm saying like I would try it. Yeah.
Or if
I'd be, yeah, definitely.
those
But
people
no
are
face.
Yeah, without face.
And what, you use a fake name?
Yeah, but the thing is, I
Special B.
actually had even
Special
done.
B for your feels.
I'd actually done research about it because I really was tempted. And then I realized a lot of these girls were like, no, but you don't make a lot of money if you don't show your face.
Yeah,
you
So
see.
the trick is you have to show your. So that's
Listen,
why I was like, never.
I know someone personally who is on OnlyFans, and she went from selling feet pics to now doing the whole shebang, like full.
You can get hired.
With her face.
Yeah, with the face and everything. Like, and no, she's like.
With her partner, or like with
She's doing
she
it
gets hired to go with other
No,
people?
she's doing it to different dudes, right? But she is reeking in the dosh. But I think
I
it's
don't
that.
care.
I think it's
Nah,
that because
I also don't
yeah,
care.
don't
of
care.
course, because I also think there's a lot of creeps. You know what I mean? Like if someone's gonna pay for your feet, dog, that person when they are starting to lose their shit, they'll hunt you down. That's some psychotic psychopath
Exactly.
shit.
That's exactly it.
You
And
know?
yeah, no, I'd definitely do it, but not with my face and not multiple different guys. Like in a relationship, it's something I'd speak to my man about and be like, babe, let's just Jay.
For the extra dosh.
We're creating an empire here, Benson. Come on now.
No.
Nobody's gonna know it's us.
No, a real man's not gonna allow that. Just like
How?
on a moral basis, like just look at it this way. Like men don't even. I wouldn't even allow my hun to come out dressed all skimpy. So imagine her being fully blown, even if the face is covered. Like, but for me, to think other men are able to see that.
Yo, you're so Zulu, bro.
Yeah, no, it's-
those men don't even know what country
doesn't-
she is in. They don't even know
doesn't
your
matter.
girl.
It doesn't matter. You are the person I am gonna build a life with, raise kids with, so on and so forth, right? So for me, everything that's you should be for me. And it's as plain as simple as that. Once other men come out and they're like, yo, dog, there's this hand.
Yo, imagine that,
you
though.
know?
Imagine that, Chad. Like,
And she hides her face. I will know that
and I'm like,
who they're talking
"Bruh,
about.
look at this girl.
Hey, she's got the same beauty spot at the same
Yes,
place.
yes. And then
man.
you're like, fuck, this is my woman.
But on a dignity scale, on an everything scale, anything X-rated, my hun, myself,
fun now,
never ever, man. Like I'm not about that. Like because
fun now. I've considered it. I'm not even
you know-
ashamed to say that.
yeah, no, it's not for me, man. Like I don't know, I'm a different breed. Like a lot of people say, hey, you. Like off camera, people will be like, "Hey, how fun? Also, could miss slap and we show, So, so it's those type of things. But I think before we dip, there is one more video. We'll pop it up. We're wrapping up now. But that video, before we go, right? We're not doing confessions. Don't worry. Chad's already spoken to me about it.
Which video? I'm trying to think of the video.
Telepathically. So this Han's going, they're actually in a divorce proceeding.
Yeah.
Lawyer, the guy. And basically, the chick wants the divorce, first and foremost.
Yeah.
She hasn't explained to him why she wants the divorce, because in the video she's literally like,
have you ever even asked me
as to why I want a divorce, you know?
You're signing these papers.
This is her decision to get divorced, so why should I pay for her daughter that's not mine biologically? Yeah, I took care of her, okay?
15, then we'll figure this out. You just thrown away 7 years of being in your daughter's
You're throwing away
life.
7
You
years.
raised her.
This was your idea,
You
not mine.
raised
This is
together.
your idea, not mine. Was it not your idea to get divorced?
We're not getting anywhere. Let's just take 15 minutes to cool off.
How you don't want to take care of Charlotte?
Yo, you being unprofessional.
How you don't want to help me take care of
You're very
Charlotte?
unprofessional.
So what I'm supposed to
Talk
tell
to your
Charlotte?
lawyer.
So what I'm supposed to tell her?
Internet.
You just
Quit
walking
pointing
out of
at
her
me.
life completely.
Yes, I
That's
am.
fucked up.
I'm closing this chapter in my life. You want a divorce? I'm closing the chapter on you and Charlotte. I'm not
You
taking care
never
of neither
wanted
one of
why
y'all.
I wanted the divorce. You never asked me why I wanted the divorce.
Okay, you got a
You don't think
divorce.
it's something that you did wrong?
I ain't do nothing wrong.
Women
That's
don't
why I'm
want a
not
divorce
taking
for
care of
no
you and
reason.
Charlotte. I ain't done wrong. You just walking away because you probably got a dude. You probably got a dude or something. I don't know what's going
If I
on.
had a dude, I wouldn't be asking you for no.
But check this out. I'm not about to take care of you. Meet somebody else. He gonna do the same thing that I was doing. Come in there and play daddy for your daughter. Play daddy like I've been playing daddy for all these years. And then I'm not about to pay for stuff, and then she gets stuff from too.
Yeah, basically what her argument is that this guy must carry on paying for Charlotte being the daughter of the lady that wants the divorce, but not the biological child of the man.
So
mad. It's like me taking a chick who has a kid with someone else. I raise them because obviously I'm married to the person, and then when you want a divorce, or when we are divorcing, you like, I should carry on raising that kid. Now, this is where I'm at. Would you agree with the female that, seeing as you've already, for the past 17 years, been raising this child, should you carry on paying ikolo, aka child support? Should you be paying something for a child that is not yours biologically?
What?
So
but
basically,
it's for 1 year. It's 18. After 1 year, he's 18 or she's 18. You don't have to pay when they're 18. So it's 1 more year. But did she want the child?
No. So we don't know the age of the child.
I think the child is 7.
I think the child is 7, but
or something.
But either way, dog. Like the question is like, should
you
a guy?
definitely are asking this just for content's sake, because you know my answer.
I'm not asking it for content's sake. I'm asking everybody. Everybody, put your comments in the comment
That's some
section.
bullshit. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
She's
that's crazy.
mad.
I would never
Well,
ever.
yeah, like,
if-
why would you do that?
Let's say I'm man enough to raise your kid, because we married, right?
Yeah.
Already, nje, that's a big step, because other guys could easily say, "Hey, go to the baba wayo," you know.
Yeah, the first husband you had the kid with, he must pay child support.
Exactly.
Not the new one. I've got nothing to
if
do
it's
with
not my
Exactly.
biological child.
Yeah. Hey, lovely kid. I'll say how's it to him when he's around. What. Hey, good one, my boy. That's
Good
it.
one, my boy. That's it.
That's it.
No,
I've
that's
got
crazy.
nothing else.
That's quite silly.
Yeah, so like, but in the comment section, guys, just put it in there, man, and let us know what you think. Should the guy who is not the biological father of the child carry on paying child support after a divorce,
No.
or not? Mine is no.
I think her stance is that because the child, Charlotte,
Yeah.
child's name is Charlotte, because Charlotte knows this guy, Chad, as the father for the past however many years, you need to carry on being a dad then, Chad.
And whose fault is
And
that?
according to South African law,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
actually would be the case. You would literally
You
have to carry on paying.
Oh, well then, yeah.
I'm going to
If you
jail.
have-
But
Fuck that.
according to the law. But now let's think
Hey.
about it. Really, are you like?
Listen to me, and listen to me very, very,
That's
I think,
very
I think the
carefully.
past spouse should be paying.
He should
Yeah.
be.
Listen to me very carefully. Do not engage in a situation like that, because what happens is, eventually the child grows old enough to tell you that, hey, you're not my dad. You're not. After you've done all this shit, you know what I mean? There's also been videos circulating People have reenacted it where a guy's fixing a child's bicycle,
Yes.
and it's like, oh, you happy your dad's fixing your bicycle? Oh, this ain't my daddy in prison. Kazi, this picks up the bicycle and flings it.
Wait, what are you saying? So you're saying single mothers like myself must not date guys that don't have kids, or
No.
or not contributes, or
No. We are saying, make your kids first and foremost. You need to teach your kid like respect.
Yeah.
That there's things that you can say and there's things you can't say.
Yeah.
You understand
like
that?
You're not my dad.
You can't. If you're trolling with someone, you tell this kid never.
Yeah.
Do I want to hear you say that?
Yeah.
Because it causes conflict. Because now I ask you, Bianca, where does he get that from? That means when he's at his grand's house or he's with your sisters, is that what's being spoken about? So there's a whole lot to it. But guys, we are running out of time. It's a great topic.
Benson, you're such a Zulu man, bruh. I know we can all guess what Benson's stance is. We can all guess what his stance
Take
is.
your rat and vaka.
But that is such a Zulu fucking stance, bro.
No, like Mina, like really, I just don't believe it's the way to go. But hey, let us know in the comment section what you think, because Bianca's gonna keep us here for hours, just wanting to prove a
I
point.
missed you guys so much. We love you with we can't love you with all our hearts. I love Kendrick, and
Not Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick her son.
Kendrick, my son.
Her son's name is Kendrick.
Yeah, so it's been great. We can't wait to see you again, and hopefully it's gonna be at Fit. On the 31st of August, and we're going to be at Amanzim Toti. It's at the Mad Hatter. Rooftop vibes, beach in the background, and beaches on your side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another dope one. It's your boy Umjepula, aka the Big Fish Benson, saying keep following us, keep watching. We appreciate every single one of you. And until the next one, on Chad's behalf, cheers, peace out.
Peace.
And stop being a hater.
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my dad, Mom.
Ava.
My dad is in jail and I miss him.
Well, how that nigga fix this shit then?